welcome or welcome back to my channel. I know it's a little mid-month, I guess, or close to it, for my July Currently Inked, but I'm finally finding some time to do this. Don't mind my inky fingers. I had a little bit of an accident with this one here. And yeah, so I'm in a new area of the house. This is, this used to be the spare / catch-all room. But I'm slowly starting to get it together to make it into my office. It's got some good natural lighting. Hopefully the shadows don't bother too much because the window's over here and the sun comes up from over here. Anyway, we will get started on my Currently Inked. Today I have 6 pens inked up. I do have a lot of pens still inked up from last month and technically the month before. So here are my pens from June, and then these two are from May. I haven't been able to do a whole lot of writing or pen pal letters in the last couple months, and so I feel like I didn't get enough time with those pens and inks, and I was really enjoying them, so I decided to go ahead and leave them inked up, and now I'm just going to have, well, a lot inked up. Okay, so we will get started. I will kind of zoom in a little bit closer. My little cat coaster, but I have my water here and my sandwich bag for the big swatches, my drinking water, my pen water, my towel. I do have this stuff right here, but I'll probably just end up using my my ink muddler. So that's probably what I'll end up using for just my swatches, and instead of the Kakimori nib, I've got my pens off to the side, and yeah, we will get started. I will zoom in and get set up. Okay, first up, we are going to be doing a newer ink from Birmingham Pen Company. This one is called Blue Ribbon. I did get their bundle with this one in it a little bit ago. There's a video on that if you wanted to go check that out. This is just this really beautiful blue. And Birmingham Pen Company, so far, pretty much every ink I've ever tried by them has just performed beautifully. Okay, this one I have inked up in my Relic Pen Company in Bog Monster. Look at how beautiful that is. This was a gift for Mother's Day from my son. You know what? Let me grab ink blotter paper. Hold on. Okay, I'm back with my ink blotter paper. A little bit of an accident on this, but it did what it was supposed to do. Okay. So, like I said, this is my Relic pen. Got a little bit of leakage on that one. I have to find out why that's leaking out of the nibs the second time it did that. Anyway, okay. Now, I think I do the ink first. This is Birmingham Pen Company Blue Ribbon. And this is in my Relic pen. I think it's called Relic Pen Company, and the resin is Bog Monster. Yeah. This is a extra fine. This is a very juicy, extra fine nib. Yeah. So that is number 1. All right, number 2, we have another Birmingham Pen Company, and this one is called Gumball. And again, this was from that same bundle that I got. Oh my gosh, I love this ink. beautiful pink. And this one I have inked up in my, this is the Quartz Strata, and this is in, why am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank? Let's see. I had it inked up in May. This is, oh, Silver Burl. This is my Silver Burl pen in the Silver Series, Quartz Strata. Okay, so this is inked up with, I wonder if I should do a space at the top so they're not so close together. Birmingham Pen Company, Gumball, in my Silver Burl pens, in Quartz Strata. Someone in the comments, is it Quartz Strata or Strata Quartz? I had the same problem with this a couple months ago. Anyway, this is an extra fine nib. Yeah, that's beautiful. There we go. Pen number 2. Okay, pen number 3, or ink number 3, should I say. Ink number 3 is Fortune Teller by Birmingham Pen Company. Again, this is in that same bundle. Look at how beautiful that purple is. I have this one inked up in my Benu Euphoria. This is the Lotus Grace hand-painted pen. Look at how stunning that pen is. Oh, love it. And this one I actually have in a medium nib, which is usually out of my comfort zone. I'm not so much a medium nib kind of girl, but all right, I am starting to appreciate, like you can already see the shading from this medium nib, so I'm starting to appreciate that, even though my happy place is still my fines and extra fines. This is in my New Euphoria in Lotus Grace and the medium nib. There we go. And that is combo number 3. Okay, combo number 4. The ink we are doing is Van Dieman's Bunches of Roses. This was in their Valentine collection, but I kind of wanted a red for this month. Oh, beautiful. And this is the reason I've got all the inky fingers. Okay, and that one I have inked up with my Laban. I think this is called Fire. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, but that is my Laban. And this one has, let's see, it is a fine nib on this one. So we have Van Dieman's Bunches of Roses in my Laban Fire. This is a Laban, I think 325. Yeah, Laban 325, and I believe it's Fire. And this one has, what did I say this had on it? A fine nib. Yeah, that is a beautiful red. It's a little darker than the barrel of the pen, but I still like it a lot. You have some different shades of red in there, some dark, some light. And so I think that's a good match. Okay. Pen and ink number 5. And I decided to ink up Monte Verde, California Teal. I've been kind of really feeling the teals lately. I'm not exactly sure why. Just, I guess I'm a mood inker. Not sure how long this video is going to be since I'm going to do my big ink swatches after that. But yeah, look how beautiful. Oh, what a great ink. This one I have inked up in my Novelar. It is the 2024 Pride pen, I believe. And you can kind of see like the teal there. You can kind of see it in the band there. So I thought that was a really good match. And this one I believe is a fine nib. Yes, this is a fine nib. Look at that nib, isn't that beautiful? Okay, this is Monteverde. California Teal. Look at that color. Oh, and then this is my, I think it's pronounced narwhal. Narwhal. Pride pen. I can't quite remember the actual name of like the body style. I'm not real sure. I can't quite remember, but it's a beautiful pen. It's a beautiful writer. And this is a fine nib. What a great writer. Yeah. And that is that match. All right, last but not least, I decided to bring back out, I'm just have a little bit left of this, but Robert Oster chalk pudding. Jane from JP Pen and Ink sent this to me, and I have thoroughly enjoyed this color. It is such a great brown. There's not a whole lot, it's a flat brown. There's like not a lot of shading that I can see when I write with it, but it's just this beautiful brown. Definitely a chocolate brown. And this one I have inked up in my Zodiac Pen Company in the Gemini models, one of my favorite models that he makes. And this colorway is called 3 Olives Martini. It is just stunning. See like the copper in there. Oh, love this pen. And this one, what did I get? I think I got this in a fine. Yes, I got this in a fine nib. And this is Robert Oster chalk pudding. And this is my Zodiac Pen Company Gemini. This is in 3 Olives Martini. Oh, love it. Love this brown. Oh, forgot. Find it. All right, and that, ooh, hold on, let me move up a little bit so you can see the pen. And that is number 6. All right, I'm going to let these dry a little bit, then I will, move this over. I will let these dry a bit, then I will come back and we will do our big swatches like I do over here. we will do those and I will be right back. Okay, we are back and we are ready to start doing our big swatches with the sandwich bag. And yeah, let's, let me see, should I get a little closer? Let me see. Hopefully that's good. Sorry, my camera's shaking. Okay, we'll start off again with ink number 1, which is the Birmingham Pen Company. I'm going to kind of put 3 on here, so I might have to do a little bit smaller swatches. Okay, so I just take my ink, dab some on there, then I get my sandwich bag, and then I just start moving the ink around. And I usually pick it up and do some of those little dots. And then I take it over to the side and I clean it off with my little towel over here. Okay, and we will write what this ink is called. I really like doing the ink swatches like this because of the ink properties that you get to see in big swatches like this. This is called Blue Ribbon. The pen is by Relic Pen Company, and this is called Bog Monster. Yeah. And this is a very juicy, extra fine nib. Let me see, can I? All right. Yeah, there we go. Normally, sometimes I like pause until I go on to the next one, but for some reason I just don't feel like doing the editing today. All right, next up, Gumball from Birmingham Pen Company. I just kind of put, oops. Well, I guess if I moved you into frame, you guys might be able to see what I'm doing, because clearly I'm doing a good job of that. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I got all the glue off of it. Hopefully this is not like a hour-long video for just 6 inks, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, Birmingham Pen Company ink is really nice and lubricated. All right. This is in my Port Strata by Silver Burl Pens. Yeah, this is such a like a beautiful ink. And this is Gumball. This is Silver Burl. Pens, and this is Strata, and this is an extra fine. Yeah, look at that pairing. I know this is more of a brown, but it's got kind of like a, it reminds me of a like a, I don't even know, like a dusty pink kind of in the barrel. I don't know if that's like an illusion from the eyeballs looking at it, but I enjoy it. All right, next up we have Fortune Teller. Move this up a little bit so we can actually see what I'm doing. That's such a beautiful purple. I'm going to put a little bit too much ink down again, if that's okay. And I have this in my Benu Euphoria with the Lotus Grace. Got blue on me as well. Definitely inked up today. Okay. This is Fortune Teller. Grace. Oh, almost forgot. This is in a medium nib. All right, let's do the last three. Let's see if I can put this over without making a mess. Okay, let's come back down. Okay. Then we've got Van Dieman's, Bunches of Roses. I realized this actually spilled, and it's because that white thing was in there, and it wasn't quite down all the way at the bottom, and I didn't realize it, and well, got all over the box, it got all over my hands, all over the bottle. A little bit of a mess I had to clean up. Okay, where's my bag? No. Oh, ink. Let me move that up a little bit so it catches that. I put a little too much ink down. These inks are super lubricated. That one's very pigmented. Okay. This one is in my Le Bon 325. Oops, let's try this. This is Does anybody else have an issue? Oops, I guess my hand might be getting in the way. Let me move my camera just a little bit. Does anybody else have a hard time when your paper doesn't sit like flat and you go to try to write on it and it kind of bubbles up? I don't know, that's a pet peeve of mine. I'm gonna try to zoom out just a tad bit so yeah, it's focusing on my hand. Bunches of roses. So I didn't notice if I was doing that earlier, but hopefully that doesn't bother too many people and it focuses in and out on my hand. Okay, and this is my Le Bon 325. I believe it's fire. I might even be making that up. I don't even know. And this is a fine nib. Wow, that's really messy. But that's okay. Okay. And let me get in a little bit more. There we go. All right. I feel like I'm all over the place in this. Okay, and then we've got, oh, look at me getting ink all over me. I don't even know what I'm doing lately. Monte Verde, California Teal. I feel like I am all over the map in this video. Ew, my color is like a really pretty purple in my glass over there. My water, I don't know if you can, it's like this pretty purple. Okay. Let's maybe when I'm cleaning up my rag, I'm getting ink on me. I don't know. Anyway, all right, and this is my Narwhal, my 2024, I believe, Pride pen. I don't, if somebody knows the actual name of it, I can probably look it up at some point and put it in the description, but yeah, I, for some reason, drawing a blank on this pen. Okay, and this is Monte Verde. California Teal. I think that's how you spell it. Narwhal. I think it's a 2024 Pride pen. If not, I can always just cross it out. And this is, I think this was a fine nib. Yeah, that's a fine nib. There we go. And there's that pen. I feel like I'm not even. I feel like I'm maybe too close. Anyway. All right. And of course, last but not least is Robert Oster chalk pudding. We're gonna put this in my little ink vial holder. When I set it down so I don't make an absolute mess. And this ink is just a tad bit drier, but not terribly dry. I find that some Robert Oster, just like I find some Ferris Wheel Press inks, to be on the drier side. Okay. Ooh, I might have had a little water on that bag. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I had a little bit of from me wiping it off. That's okay. Okay. And my Zodiac Pen Company in the 3 Olives Martini. This is Robert Oster. Okay, chocolate, sorry. Felt like it was writing weird. But anyway, see how it like dries down to like this matte, really pretty matte brown, nice chocolatey color. I really like this ink a lot. Okay. Zodiac Pen Company in the Gemini model, and this is 3 Olives Martini. And this is fine nib. Sorry, I had to wipe that. Somebody else get bothered when there's like a ton of ink like on the nib. I don't know why I get bothered by that. Anyway, and that is last but not least. And the inks that I got, while these are doing their things, the inks that I still have inked up is from May. I have my my Roman Sunset from May. I still have inked up in the afternoon tea. Let me see. I have oh, I don't think I wrote it. Maybe I didn't write it down. Oh, I don't think I wrote it down. So I changed. This ink here is a Sweet Treat by Ink Mazur and M. Lovewell. This ink, I really wanted to give it another shot because I felt it was just too dry in the Silver Burl pen. So I inked it up in, oh, dropping pens. So I inked it up in my, my Asvine V126. I don't know if you can see that. My Asvine V126. And I was testing it out in there and it actually writes a lot better. That ink writes a lot better in that. But I did have to put a little bit of White Lightning because this is an actually, it's a really dry ink. But anyway, that's inked up in my Asvine. And then for these ones from June, let me zoom out a little bit. These ones from June, I still have all of these inked up. Because again, like I said earlier in the video, I didn't really get a chance to use them as much as I would like to. Okay, these seem pretty dry, so let's kind of go over them again. I'll show you the smaller ink swatches and we'll go through the other ones. So, Birmingham Ink Pen Company. Let me try to see if that, oh, that does better. Okay, so this one is the Blue Ribbon, and then we've got Gumball. Kind of face it towards the light a little bit, and then Fortune Teller. Van Dieman's Bunches of Roses. It has like this, I don't know if you can see like that greenish sheen that's right there. You can't really see it in like the writing, but in the swatches you can. And then Monte Verde, California Teal. You can see kind of that red sheen halo. Again, it doesn't really show up too much in the writing. And then the Robert Oster Choc Pudding. Let's look at the big swatches. Okay, there we go. We got Blue Ribbon. It's got that beautiful, like deep, deep blue shading. Not so much in the writing, but I am writing with an extra fine nib. Then we've got, look at that great color, Gumball. It's got the different shades of the pink. And there's the writing. And then we have the Fortune Teller. And again, it's got like the dark purple shading. And then we've got Van Dieman's Bunches of Roses. Wow, look at that writing. That's atrocious, but that's okay. There's Bunches of Roses, just this beautiful red. And then we've got Monteverde, California Teal. Look at the shading on that one as well. You know what I realized? I have zero shimmer inks inked up at all. Like, at all. Not even the ones I brought over from June. Okay, then we've got Robert Oster Choc Pudding. You see in the big swatch there's some shading and stuff, but in the actual like writing there's not. It's just this beautiful muted kind of muddy dusty brown. It's got like some gray tones in it. That's just such a great ink. I love this ink a lot, and it's performed really well for me. But yeah, I just realized I literally have no shimmer inks. So no shimmer. And then last month, no shimmer. What the heck? I don't know what my issue is. I'm gonna have to find me a shimmer ink to ink up. And then in May I did, but I don't, wait, did I? I did. I had like 1, 2, 3, I had 4 shimmers inked up in May. Maybe when I complete this book, I'll give like a complete you know, maybe like a walkthrough of it. But anyway, losing train of thought. Okay, well, anyway, here is my July currently inked. Let's see if we can get some of these pins in here. Let's see without them taking off on me. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it without them falling everywhere? Okay, there we go. There is my July currently inked. I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry if it was, you know, 5 hours long. Hit that like if you like this content. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. If you enjoy this kind of content, or, you know, my other content that I put on there is hiking and stuff like that, because that is my other love and my other hobby. So yeah, so thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.